Hey everyone, this is Sam Fam and welcome to the Raptors Uprising channel. Today I'm going to show you how you can trigger advanced 5-out actions where you can get 5-out isolation and off-ball freeze at the same time. So you can choose to take the isolation if you want or use the isolation to create an open shot for yourself. Either way, this freelance offense is going to be perfect and I guarantee it will help your half-court offense take off because you can bring the ball up with anyone, initiate the offense, and then get an isolation and an open free all at the same time. So to do this, you got to make sure you put your freelance as Bucks 2018. So that's absolutely key. Once you have that set up, make sure you go to your starter play selections or your quick plays and make sure you have pass and screen away set to option number 1. So when you're in the Bucks freelance and you trigger the pass and screen away option at the middle of the court, so top of the key, normally when you do this, you get a very nice 5-out ISO. So this is great for hunting down mismatch or like if the opposing team has a defender that can't handle your dribble moves or your handler, this is what you go to. But you can build out of this. So here you can see me call the pass and screen away within the Bucks 2018 freelance again from the wing, and once again I get an isolation. So normally that's what it looks like. If you call pass and screen away with Bucks 2018 5-out. But we can actually use this 5-out nature and use the pass and screen away trigger to trigger 5-out ISO and OP off-ball actions at the same time. So this is what you do. You see I'm bringing the ball up with the big, so a power forward or center in this case. I'm calling pass and screen away from the wing. I'm swinging the ball around back to my guard up top for this 5-out isolation spacing. But as it develops, there's an off-ball screen happening off the left side where it's a pin down to the corner, but I'm still getting my isolation in that split second. So now I can run this isolation, attack normally, but use that off-ball screen at the same time. Same exact motion and they're in sync, so I can get isolations and freeze all at once. Here you can see me get a defensive stop with Josh Smith, my power forward. I'm bringing it straight up. I don't even need to initiate this with a guard. I can initiate this offense with a big man. Go to the wing, pass and screen away. Understand that there's always going to be a pin down on that side. Use the isolation up top. Force the defense to make a decision. Are you going to get the isolation or are you going to guard that off-ball action? Whichever one you take away, I'll go to the other one. And this is very hard to deal with because I can do this in the wing and I can do this from up top, triggering from a handler that I don't even like. I can use a power forward to trigger this. I can use a center to trigger this and get the ball back to my guard. So after defensive stops, like you see here again, I get the block off Ibaka. Jay Crowder, my small forward, is bringing up the ball, who is not a great, handler or pick and roll player. But because I have this freelance and pass and screen away setup, I can have him initiate the offense. I know I have to swing the ball away from the guard, so it eventually goes back to the guard. So that off-ball screen comes, I go back to my guard, and then from here, I can just flow into a pick and roll. Both actions work. The freelance system is beautiful, so I can use that 5-out isolation nature or use that off-ball, depending on how I want to swing the ball. But the key is when I get stops, I just go to this pass and screen away either from the wing or from the middle, and then I play out of it. Here I have Siakam, my power forward, in the middle. I get the ball to the wing, and I know that off-ball screen is coming. So if there's a shot, I'm going to take it. If not, I'm just going to flow into a pick and roll. So from the wing and from the middle, triggering pass and screen away in Bucks 2018 freelance is deadly. From the wing will give you middle isolations, and then from the middle, it will give you wing isolations. All of this works beautifully. So if you enjoyed this, please add a like. And if you have any questions, put it in the comment section. And obviously, if you end up getting nothing out of this as you flow through the whole thing, you can still always end with a 5-out ISO to close. So you can see I'm starting from the middle. I'm using that off-ball action to see if I get a shot for Murray or an ISO for Josh Smith. This leads to nothing, so I'm just going to end up with a pick and roll. The pick and roll wasn't great either, so I'm still going to end with the isolation with the pass and screen away, and I can still attack out of it. That's 4 attacks within 24 seconds. I'm bound to get something. So that's the end of the video. If you enjoy it, we hope to speak to you guys again very soon.